I'd like to do a bad thing for a good reason, if you'd be so kind as to give me a moment of your time. The bad thing I'd like to do is fearmonger. With this video, I'd like to scare you. In fact, I'd like to scare you so much that you go and do something that's going to scare you even more, but only because I think afterwards you might do something useful about it. The good reason for the bad thing I'm doing is because I'm interested in seeing if there's a way in which we can all save the world. This morning, President Trump ordered the US military to resume nuclear testing after more than 30 years of a pause. This saber-rattling comes after years of Russia escalating its own activities and talk around nuclear weapons use, and China more quietly building up its nuclear arsenal. Nuclear conflict looms like this specter across the entire globe, and we are not taking it seriously enough. I think my generation doesn't do enough to remember the horrors of the nuclear age. We're inclined to reduce it to nostalgic duck and cover drills, or the fodder for video games and television, or a good reason for Cillian Murphy to get an Oscar. Which is why we need a reminder that history doesn't stay stuck in the past. Nuclear war will end the world. You will die, I will die, everyone we love and cherish will die. We will have squandered the potential of our entire species by torching this small blue rock in the vastness of space, the only home that we've ever known. And I believe this all to be true because I've read Annie Jacobsen's excellent Nuclear War: A Scenario. This was, in 30 years of reading, the most uncomfortable book I have ever read. At multiple points, I had to put it down, get up, and walk around because I was so uncomfortable. It is deeply haunting, and I would really like for you to go and read it. Jacobsen presents a fictional scenario for how in just around an hour nuclear war might play out. And it's based on meticulous and unprecedented research into America's mechanisms for waging nuclear conflict. Netflix's House of Dynamite also recently dramatized this, but I promise you this book is better. You will be blown away at how widespread the damage is, how little time we have to make decisions, and how underprepared our leaders are to make those decisions. Deterrence, mutually assured destruction, or the inevitable escalation of these conflicts will not be sufficient. And I'm sorry to do it, but I'm hoping I'm scaring you enough to go and read this book. And if I have, and you do, and are then curious what we can do about it, well, I think the first thing we should do is talk. Nuclear proliferation isn't like climate change, where these small actions like recycling, even if they don't have a huge impact, give us some ability to feel like we're contributing to the solution. These weapons are the domain of statesmen, generals, presidents, and they feel very far removed from our day-to-day choices. And that's why I think the first step is talking about them more, pulling this area back from the domain of media fodder and towards a serious consideration for how we expect our leaders to act on the world stage. But if we can't manage to do this, we will squander every opportunity we have.